Greetings and peace. It's Sarita this week with your weekly reading. This weekly reading is for July 19th through the 25th of 2015. What I wanted to do this week is something special. For all the support and all of that, I've reached over, it's about 3,000 and something subscribers, but it's a lot. In fact, some of the subscribers that are shown up, some of them are hidden because people don't like people to see who they're subscribed to. So there are more subscribers that I have than are shown to everyone on the channel. So, but I've actually reached at least, it's about 3,500, something like that, subscribers. So 3,500 subscribers. So on the way to 4,000. I'm extremely excited. So for that, this week, I did a couple things. There are some different offerings that you'll find in the area at the bottom of the video. Well, in the description section, check there. One of them is the discovery session. I'm still doing those. Now, we're taking those things to the next level. We're taking the readings to the next level. And I have something that you would call my power circle, where we get on the phone and we talk. And this is a group offering we're doing. If you go to my website at naturallyhighlife.com, you'll find it. It's the tab right after start here. It says Power Circle. Check there. If you're interested in still getting a discovery session with me, be sure to go to the website and you'll find Create Your Naturally High Life. When you find that tab, or it's on the Start Here page, go, and take the questionnaire that's on there. You have to go through all the questions. And the other thing that happens after that, then you'll see the calendar at the bottom where you can schedule your session. Please don't try to do one without the other, because I cannot accept any appointments without having the questionnaire done first. And that is because, I want to work with people who are serious about their success. And, if you can do those things, then I can assist you even better. If I don't have anything, then you might as well just sign up for a reading, which if you want to do that, you just go to naturallyhighlife.com/shop, or go to shop on the website when you go there, okay? And the coaching programs are there. Anything else, there's I have a Patreon campaign too. If you would like to support what I do in a different way, look in the description area for that campaign and go there and check out what I do. I'm doing something specific and special for those people too, all right? Now this reading, we're doing a love reading. We're also doing a general reading this month. So a total of 14 cards, each one dealing with Monday through Sunday. Well, basically Sunday through Saturday, because that's the way this week is going. So after I do the general part, then I'm going to go right into the love part of the reading. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and tune in now. And let's get this reading going on. And I hope you all had a great week, or at least a very insightful one, with some reflections and messages of what's going on and how to deal with things, and you're making some moves, all right? Let's go with your reading. The first card position that we have coming up here is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups coming up at the very start and top of your reading indicates to me new beginnings, new inspirations, and not just any inspirations, but ones that have to do with love, things that have to do with passion. And there's something that some of you are so passionate about and determined and getting started and getting it going, that it's going to be at the very forefront of your mind as you begin your week. Now, this is probably not something new to you. This is definitely going to be new to what you're doing now. But it looks like it's something that will be adding to your life in a most profound way. It doesn't seem like you're doing it yet, but that you're giving it really deep contemplation and consideration as you begin your week. There's someone that's coming along, but I forgot, I'm not going to get into that because it has to do with the love reading. So, when I see this here, it's like there's a new way that you want to deal with your emotional life for emotional balance. And you want something that sustains you in a deeper way, like really deep, profound. And so insights, dreams, thoughts, and things could be coming up right now that are things that you want to write down. Things you want to write down that are going to help to carry you forward in this week to next month, to next year. It can be that profound. So take a look at that as you begin your week with the Ace of Cups. And the next card in the next position, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups being in the position of Monday shows me that the energy of the moon energy is definitely very loving and supporting as you begin the week. It shows that the foundation that some of you are looking to put together is something that is going to help to nourish you coming together with other people. Now that may be on this Monday. I see contentment. I see wishes fulfilled. I see love coming together, but it's something that you cannot hide from any longer. Maybe some of you have been playing hardball and acting like you don't want love in your life. You don't really need to have the things that other people have. You're like, you know what? I'm going to make my own way. And it seems like someone has come along, or something, I'll say something's come along, and it may have changed your mind, And I say that because when I look at the next card, I see the Wheel of Fortune. So a change has taken place. This is happening on Tuesday. A huge change taking place, something that has been in the works for a while. Probably not something that's just happening out of the blue, but it's changing, and the gradual change, you're starting to see it come about. And it looks like it's going to be something that is enjoyable. For some of you, it may cause a bit of stress and feeling disillusioned because you don't see all of the parts and pieces right now, but you can definitely see that you have come to a pinnacle, basically, or reached a pinnacle in your life, and that a completion has taken place, and that completion is taken over a lot of hope, a lot of doubts that you may have had on the table that may have been blocking you from feeling like you've been making progress. But in business, in various areas of your life, I see progress highly taking place. You got 2 tens here and an ace. I mean, this is a very good way to start the week off. Very good cards. Next card position, we have the 5 of Swords. Here on this, coming up on a Wednesday, there may have been some hurtful words, some things that were said, I see competition being a part of the day, or someone just trying to test their luck to see how far they can get with you and what they have to say. There's a deep karmic lesson here with this particular day in the area of especially communication, and Wednesdays have to do with the planet of Mercury, and so that does have to do with communication. It has to do with ideas, with thoughts, with the words that are said. And are the words that are said, are they changing things for the good or for the worse? Are they making things good or making things better? Are they soothing? Are they cutting though? Because the words that are said, I see it being, a sword is a double-edged sword. It can cut both ways, so be mindful. It's saying be mindful of who you speak to and of how people are speaking to you, and also be cognizant of the thoughts that you're carrying in, the vibration that you're walking in that day, to make sure that you are not allowing yourself to get caught up in negative thoughts, that, and then, you can meet with a vibration of someone who matches it. So, of course, you're not the blame, never are, but as law of attraction would have it, we have to be in a place, some kind of place to rendezvous with different energies. So focus on the positive changes that are happening in your life on that day, and don't get caught up. Don't get caught up, it's saying. Next card in the next position we have is going on the Thursday, and it's another 10. Basically, the Wheel of Fortune, that X in the Roman numerals is a 10. You got the 10 of Cups before that, but then you got the 10 of Swords. So on Thursday, some sort of argument, confusion, foolishness could definitely be coming to an end. Someone may be ending a relationship. There may be heartbreak. There may be just deep reflection on why even deal with the situation at all anymore, because it's like not going anywhere. People, I see the words looking for free stuff, looking to get something for free, looking to see how they can benefit from someone else being at a loss or being at a low point. I see that someone has been perhaps trying to take advantage of people in that way, and this person may have crossed some of your paths, but I see that you have given them the business and basically put your foot down, and that you're not dealing with it anymore, and I don't see a physical death happening, but more so a turning your back on old news, old things, and making a way to moving forward and really putting your foot down and going into another direction and saying this is it and leaving it. It's like, because you can see here that certain things have just died. It's changed to the point where it's not even productive anymore. So some of you will see that, and I know I said I was going to talk about relationships now, but we're going to go all into that in the next cards, but some stuff just had to be said, I guess. So they say, a culmination of many things just coming to a head this week. It can be very intense. It can be a very intense week. But to be open to what comes, and you'll experience some serious breakthroughs. Let's go to the next card here, which is the Emperor, and it is reversed. When we have this card reversed, hey, I'm thinking, and I'm picking up that turning your back on a situation and deciding to leave it behind, I could have said it was many things, but I see work. I see work, a certain type of career, and there being a new direction in work, starting at the beginning of the week, like really focused on that and saying, you know what, I'm ready for something new. I don't have time for this, and I'm going to make a way towards it. And being diligent, and maybe having to compete with other people who may have applied to this position. But I see that, wow, the next card, we got the Eight of Pentacles. So some of you are going to get the position. You're going to actually win this alleged competition between other skilled people, and your skills, your confidence are going to reign supreme. It's all about being headstrong. It's all about stepping in there at the right time and visualizing success and actually getting it. I see that some of you are definitely being guided here to not put all your eggs into one basket, and to apply for at least 3 things if you're looking to move on in a position. Don't just apply for one, they're saying, unless this is something that the person there and there's no way you cannot get it. Otherwise, if it's you having to go through this long drawn out interview process with delays and stuff, I see a lot of stop and starting. People on vacation, you having to wait, really wanting this and wanting it so bad, and it's just taking its time to come through. They're saying to diversify and to place your your resume in multiple places, but also don't rule out your skills as a creative person, as a business-minded person, as someone who knows what you do and knows what to do, as far as your industry is concerned. And that, remember, you're not just here to do one thing. You learn from doing several things in your life. So, if you had to leave the job, if you're having to up and go and move, and some of you may be having a situation as a domestic one right now that is really rocking your life, and it feels like so unsettling. But the beginning of the week starting off like it is, if you can keep that momentum going, that positive energy will carry you through the week. And these other things coming up, they'll just roll off your shoulders, because at the end of the week with the Eight of Pentacles, that's someone who's they're working consistently and they're making consistent money, and they've got solid answers and agreements that have come together, and they're not having to speculate on if it's going to happen or not. It is going to happen. It is happening. And that card is on the Saturday. The Eight of Pentacles. That's the way the week is going to end. And then we'll have Sunday again when the next reading is due. But the Emperor card being turned around, challenges at work, challenges with the boss, with the higher up. You may be the person, maybe, who is the one who's giving someone a hard time. This basically ease up, is what the guides are saying. If you're being a hard ass, to ease up and not be so rough. And everything, it's going to smooth out. And I feel like, it's going to definitely turn around. No matter what this boss does, they cannot stop the flow of things working out positively, all right? So listen to some positive speakers and lean towards what's feeling good. Let's go into your love reading for the week. And of course, remember, this reading is for those who it resonates with, all right? So if it doesn't sound like something that you're dealing with right now, then it's probably not for you. Listen to your sun, moon, or rising sign in the monthlies, and let's go into the love reading part of this weekly reading. Thank you. All right, now for the love part, at the beginning of the week, I'm seeing there needing to be less sitting around, less doubts, when it comes to a relationship with love. I see that there are some thoughts that are getting in the way, and they are just blocking the current of love from coming in. Could be definite deep set depression present, blame, regret, shame. But here, this card is also reminding you that you've got to get out and mingle, get out and be around people to meet someone. It's also saying that, man, yeah, you may feel like somebody kind of rained on your parade, or your world has ended in a way, and now you're having to reshift and refocus and go out and launch yourself out into the world again. It's like you're missing out on a party. Some of you are missing out on a party, and this card starts off the week for you on the Sunday. So, creativity, getting creative about how you find love, getting creative about how you connect to your love, and mentally breaking through any sort of obstacles that are there that are not assisting you in creatively coming together with another. Leaving, jealousy and envy and all that type of stuff, and going after what you want, being open to what you want, speaking what you want, expressing. Really, that's the one, is really expressing. What do you want? Writing it down. Making it known to the universe, all right? Making it known to yourself. And the next card coming up for love has to do with healing begins. And I see the number 6 card here. The last one had number 3. when I see this, I'm seeing that someone is still tied and connected to someone else, and mentally they don't have much more to give, because there may have been mind games and, power struggles, power plays. You're being reminded here with this card that unconditional love is going to be the ruler of the day, is going to win at the end of the day. And depending on who this person is that you're dealing with, it may not be the easiest situation, but it's necessary for something big that has come up, something huge that came up, some sort of challenge that someone was faced with. Someone cheated, someone really hurt the other person. And they're saying that unconditional love is necessary. This person is actually sorry. Yeah, and the card says healing begins. So maybe the words will be said this week that can help you to move on from a not so good relationship. Or maybe the words can be said for you to get on with living your life with someone who you may have felt a huge disconnection. That's the word that came up, like a pause in connection with someone. And they're saying, don't turn your back. Think about it. And be sure to balance how you give. Balance how you love. But your unconditional love is necessary, but that doesn't mean, they're not saying it is necessary to stay, but maybe you love at a distance. Maybe you have to love at a distance. Something to think about, they're saying. Some of the conversations that will be had this week will have to do with, what am I doing? Why am I here? What are the benefits of this? I've gotten through a challenging time in my life, and now I'm ready to move forward in harmony and balance. And are you here to stay or not? Are you here to stay or not? Next thing, and are you getting what you want? Next card coming up is feeling alone. And feeling alone, and I see this card, basically somebody has a long distance relationship that is very challenging and complicated and confusing. And they really feel perhaps that getting together with the other person, with being in the same space physically, that things would be different. There would be a change in communication, in the warmth, in the love, in the devotion that the two people feel for each other. I do see some of you are going to travel, and you want to travel to be with your love. And you're really prepared to do whatever it takes to do so. I see that your guides are there with you to walk with you on this journey, even though it may be the most rocky thing ever, that you have ever dealt with. But they're saying that some things are worth fighting for. Is this one of them, is the question for you to ask this week. Another cool thing that is happening that has not changed is once we get down to, so we've gone through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, then we got Wednesday here, we've got strengthening bonds. And with strengthening bonds, we've got the number 1 card here, which tells me this is the one, this is the Ace of Wands. Yeah. So the Ace of Wands, actually not the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, I'm sorry. The next one's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles basically is this particular idea, of coming together with this person, or of this, what is this new love about that you want? Is it going to bring you the inspiration, the stability, the support, the backup that you can use in your life? What is it going to physically do for you? What are the material benefits of it? But also, what type of a connection do the two of you have? Is it is it really rooted? Do you see what is it, and what is inspiring about this connection? I really feel like there were some challenging, rough, rocky times for some of you who feel like you're at a crossroads with your love, with someone that you care about. And now you're questioning everything about the relationship, perhaps. Feel like you can't trust the person. I feel like this week, when it comes down to your Wednesday, you're going to have a chance again at thinking things out again and seeing how things can get better, what sort of actions can be taken to change the fate of the relationship, to change it. And if you're single and you're wanting love, then by Wednesday, I see it being a wonderful time to be out and in meeting, interacting, and mixing it up with other people, potentially because this would be a good time to meet someone who is a potential person that you may gel with. If you're looking for someone who's a Capricorn, a Virgo, or I went blank, the other earth sign, then you definitely want to, this week, Wednesday, even before, just have your eyes and ears open. And see Capricorn, Taurus, and I definitely feel a really strong pull. Capricorn, Taurus, and your Virgos. Okay, so what, and then some of the situations. This person may be hardworking and all this wonderful stuff, but what else about them do you like? Look at the beauty within that person. What do they have? What's that special something that they have about them that you can really appreciate and focus on to help grow? And that's for some of you who are married or in a relationship. What's there that you can really focus and pinpoint that you can help grow by focusing on that and really appreciating that? All right. Now, the next card position, we have New Vitality. And New Vitality is the Ace of Wands this time. The last one was the Ace of Pentacles. So, when I see this, it really does show that a spiritual breakthrough in relationships can certainly happen. It can certainly happen. New life can just be coming through, and you have divine help from the universe in order to make things work. And it will feel good. It will feel inspiring. It will require some work. But with two aces here side by side, I feel like any sort of conversations, meetings, things like that happen, and interactions that happen around this time, Wednesday, Thursday of the week, it's going to be very beneficial, and it'll help to move things into the new direction, and it's going to be planting new seeds that you may want to see grow away from the old ones. So it's a good time to start over, to clear space, to break through, to let old things go, and to begin planning to start the new stuff, okay? Also, focus on your health, focus on the health of the relationship, and focus on the positives in it, and put together a plan, game plan, short game plan of how you want things to be, and, really energize that in your mind, with affirmations or journal about it. Just focus on the positives as much as possible to shift it, to keep it changing and growing, all right? Share the love is in the next position. It's number 3, and share the love. When I see that, we have 3 starting off the week, coming together, having a union with someone is very much so dependent on if you're open to love, if you're open to being loved, receiving love. So communication, talking, being open to what the other person is saying, even if it doesn't agree with what you're saying, is pivotal when you get down to Friday. It's like love is knocking on the door, like saying, let me in. And it's, if you will, there's like a gift, a treasure in it, hidden gems of wisdom to look at this week. Maybe some of you recorded the conversation of some of the conversations that you have had with someone else, and it was just so confusing, perhaps, that of how it unfolded. It's like it happened out of nowhere, made no sense, and I feel like you're trying to make sense of it. So this particular day, talking it out, before you just up and go, is going to be very positive, a positive move. I see like some of you are very ambitious right now, very ambitious about having the type of relationship that you want to have. And the guides say, let it be known. Let it be known what you want. Don't keep it hidden. Don't put it off to the side. Don't shove it away, but express it. Express it and release it and let it be known. The next card position, which is the very last card in your reading for the week, the part of the love part, is just breathe. And basically here, I'm seeing that it's important to deal with the shadow this week and find out and see if there's any areas that you're self-sabotaging yourself. I will do the same, and see, are there some areas in romance that you just aren't opening yourself up to? Are you saying you want this family life, you want this foundation, you want this stuff to come together, you want the stability, but you're not open to it? Are you presenting a challenge more than being open to love in the necessary ways that'll bring about that resonance that you want with someone else, with the other? Is someone basically just kind of checking out and kind of just giving you everything that you want, but they really aren't connected to you? Tell them how you feel. And also the other thing that's coming up this week too with this card, Just Breathe, is saying to look to your dreams and your reflections and messages that come to you from the spirit world, and you'll get some insights also on how to proceed, how to move even further. They're saying to talk to someone who knows more than you know, and to also allow someone else to shed some light on a matter for you. And maybe it will take someone to be between you and the other person, because a serious, really strong breakthrough is needed. Not just the normal chit-chatty stuff. So they're saying to even if it's just your guides, to reach out and to be open and to listen to what those wise beings have to say. You will know them because they feel warm, loving, and they love you no matter what. They're not about any funny business, and they urge you to break out of your shell and to live your highest truth in divine love. And they urge you to stick it out and to be there. They urge you to do that. Well, that's your reading for this week. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. Thank you for listening all the way through. But also thanks for your support and all your love. I send all of you the biggest hugs and the warmest energy that I possibly can. And also want you to know that no matter what, things will be fine. They'll be okay. All is in divine order, as always. The other thing is, if you look in the description area, you'll see a couple things that I'm working on right now. I mentioned it at the beginning of the reading, but I'm making it very short here and brief. I have a Patreon campaign, so please support me there. If you are, like really wanting to support what I do, some of you have been asking me how you can do that. Please go there and support me there. That would be awesome. The other thing I'm doing is, the discovery calls. Those are going really well. I'm getting people to, participate in those on a regular basis. They are really, I feel like, helping out. And I'm getting a lot of information. And with that, I'm able to help even more and recommend the best thing for each person. The other thing, too, is that I love connecting with you. It's all about that. I'm working on my connections and just being there in the best ways that I can. So the last thing is that I have a power circle, which I've been wanting to do forever. So this power circle is a group of us. We get together via conference call, and it's just very powerful. Go to my website at naturallyhighlife.com to read more about that, but in the description area you'll also find the link at the very beginning to the things I just mentioned. Once you go there, you can find out more about the power circle. It's called a motivation power circle, in fact, so you know what it's about. You know what I'm about: motivation, encouragement, and that positive stuff, because, man, I know it really helps me out to hear and tune into some positive messages, to remind myself that I can do it. It really helps. So lastly, check those things out and leave your comments below and let me know, how your week is going, and I look forward to touching base with you. And some of you I'll be talking to this week. Some of you I talked to this month, earlier, and this week. And it was a pleasure meeting and talking with you. I respect your time, and I'm appreciating you all respected my time. And the back and forth energy is really, really amazing. I'm learning a lot. So thank you. That's all I wanted to say. And peace, love, and light to all of you. It's going to be a wonderful week for everyone. And that's my story, and that's all I have to say. Peace.